This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Anika Wagner, and she is from Friends Together. Hi, Anika.
Hi, Nance.
So how are things going?
Good. Just kicking off our 2017 Five for Friends campaign and just getting the whole campaign rolling.
And there's so many events and so many things that happen. I just have to say, a quick thank you to our community for embracing Friends Together like they do. And as you know, I've had personal experience with Friends Together. And I'm telling you, when you're out there and you need answers and you need assistance, Friends Together is there for people whose families are affected by cancer.
Yes, absolutely. We get phone calls. We have people just stop in that have been diagnosed. It's just nice to have somewhere for them to go when they're looking for answers and they don't know where to turn.
And not only answers, but we help with gas cards, give people rides that can't get rides. We take them to U of M, we pay for hotel stays. What's the average amount of money we spend a month on gas cards?
Gas cards is up now to almost $3,000 a month we give out in
Amazing.
gas cards. That helps people who have to get down to Ann Arbor. That also, since we serve the 5-county region of northern Michigan, there are some people, that have to get from Oscoda or Rogers City or some of these other areas that don't have the money to be driving every single day for a 2-week period for radiation and that type of thing. And so some of them have cars, but they and are able to get themselves here, but they just need help with the gas. But we do have 2 vans.
Yes.
In case some people don't even have the transportation, right. And the vans are able to pick them up and bring them as well.
And it's a lifesaver for families,
Yes.
That's for certain.
Yes.
And so to do all those wonderful things, we need to raise money.
Yes, we
and
do.
We want to talk about the upcoming comedy night.
Yes. It is coming up on Friday, February 3rd. It's the 14th annual. Again this year, backed by popular demands, the Dueling Pianos.
They're so awesome.
Yes, we had a great time last year. Everybody enjoyed, and we just got so many phone calls. Please have them again. So they're coming back. We were able to schedule them again. The doors open at 5:30, so come on down. And if you want to reserve tables, though, because usually we book up in advance,
yes,
you want to call Friends Together at 989-356-3231 to
right.
make sure. And we can pull tickets aside from you, have them at the door for you. You can swing down, pick them up. We can reserve tables. You can buy 1 ticket, 2 tickets, whatever fits with what you'd like to do.
And I just want to say that the crowd that is there is so eclectic. It's doctors, it's lawyers, it's people who run businesses in our community. They're regular people. They're people whose family are Friends Together members and the different support groups. It's such a fun night.
It is. It's a great group. Everybody meshes together in the KFC hall. It's just a great venue for a comedy night. Everyone has fun. We have kind of a halftime intermission where there's pizza. There's an open bar, so you're welcome to buy drinks. There's raffles. We have a 50-50 raffle. We have the red bag raffle, which the top prize this year is a $500 gift card to Boland's Jewelry. So there's just a lot of fun things going on, and like we've said, all of the money goes to support Friends Together.
And as you said earlier, get your tickets in advance because it always sells out. There's always a waiting list. Don't get your name on that waiting list.
Yes, absolutely. And then I'd like to just give a shout out to Presskill,
yes.
P-I-E-N-G, for being our major sponsor for the comedy night this year. They have stepped up to be that major sponsor in support of Friends Together to show their support of the people in their 5-county region that they serve, to show them that they care and that they want to be there to support them.
Great, and they're good supporters in their community fund of lots of events in our community. So yes, a special thank you to them. And how much are tickets?
$25.
Okay.
Yep, and that includes your night in there. That includes your pizza, all the snacks, and all the fun entertainment. And then it's just the bar where you can purchase your own drinks.
And if you get your table, you get to have a reserve sign put there, so you don't have to hurry about racing there to get there.
Absolutely.
But there's so many fun games and so many fun things to do, and people have to be told to sit down because everyone's standing and mingling and laughing and talking. It's just that kind of an evening.
Well, it's just nice because, all of us are so busy in our schedules. We're running from the time we wake up till the time we go to bed. And it's not very often that we get to sit for 2 hours and laugh. And what an uplifting time. Not only are you raising money to help people in your community who are struggling with cancer, but you're helping yourself, because there's nothing better, no matter how stressful your life is, no matter what's going on, to one, give back to your community, and two, to laugh, to have fun, to enjoy the people that you work with, whether it's your friends, your coworkers, your family, whoever you bring with you for the night. It's just a great evening all the way around.
It is. And talking about great evenings are all the support groups that Friends Together have.
Yes.
There's so many support groups. There's men's, there's women's, there's different groups that you can call about and find out about. Give me an idea of some of the other groups that are there.
We have the Tuesday night group, which will have couples, some single people, but you have men and women.
Yes.
So that's the Tuesday night group. Wednesday night now has the new
Wow
WOW group. For the women, that encompasses a lot of different things, but we have the breast cancer support, we have the help with the wigs or anything to do with the hair. We have the Tees and Tops program, where Tito Orthotics comes over and helps the ladies that might need prosthetics.
And Guys Like Us.
Guys Like Us, which is the men's group that meets on Wednesdays. We have the caregivers group that meets on Thursdays. We have actually support groups in Rogers City that also meets, that you could call for their days and times. We also have one out in the Oscoda area that meets. So there is a lot of different groups that are available if anyone needs somewhere to go that would like to just be with people who are also dealing with the same issues that they are.
And just to be in the room with someone, when you say how you feel, they understand, they truly do, because they've been there. And the ideas and suggestions and the things, and you have speakers that flow through that building, are amazing. And I know I always say this too, but they're not sad, they're not doom and gloom. When I used to go there and listen to the laughter and the joy and the camaraderie and the friendship and support that comes out of those groups is invaluable. So I encourage everyone
Yes.
to either come to comedy night, stop by and find out how you can be a volunteer or how you can help, or find out how to be a sponsor for Five for Friends. They can contact me or they can contact Friends Together.
Yes.
And that event will be June 11th on Sunday at the Bandshell, a huge event, family event, great time, great fun. You need to be there to enjoy it.
Yes.
And a phone number if anyone needs more information.
989-356-3231, and that's Friends Together. Give a call anytime. If it's after hours, just leave a message. We'll give you a call back first thing the next morning.
Or just stop by at the office,
Yes.
located on US 23 and Prentice Street.
Right, it's 105 Prentice Street.
Okay, we have about 1 minute left, so the date for Comedy Show again is?
Friday, February 3rd. So come and join us. Raffles.
Tickets are available at
Friends Together. $25. Give us a call. We can reserve you a table or just hold your tickets.
And I've been told you'll deliver tickets.
I absolutely will.
Thank
I'd be
you
more
so
than
much,
happy to.
Anika.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'll be right back with Stephanie Gandula talking about the film festival coming up at Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Hi, welcome back. My last guest today is Stephanie Gandula from Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, Nancy.
Today we want to focus on the film festival, International Film Festival. How many years have you been doing it?
This is the 5th annual one.
5th year. Unbelievable how when you started out the first year,
Right.
where you've grown and what's going on now. I listened to a public service announcement this morning on the radio about, working with San Francisco and all that stuff. I thought, holy smokes, this is just unbelievable.
It really is. I can't believe it actually is the 5th year and how far it has come along and how many more partners we have, how many more people are involved, how many films we have. We have more films than ever, more
Wow.
than 60 films.
Amazing. So which one's your favorite?
Gosh, well, I have the fortunate job of I get to watch all the films right beforehand, so I can so we can make the program. And my favorite films are pretty much concentrated on Thursday night.
Okay.
So we added another evening
Yes.
reception. We're calling it the Icebreaker Night. And so all the films on Thursday night are themed polar regions. So it's all about the Arctic and Antarctica. So mainly the ones in the Arctic, since I was very fortunate to go there last year,
yes.
they're so beautiful. They're just striking landscapes and beautiful, beautiful imagery. The animals and the issues that they're facing are so immediate and right at their front step. So I think the ice movies are my favorite.
And you're actually taking the show a little bit more on the road this year.
We are. We're really excited to be both taking it into some schools and then also taking it to other sanctuary cities. So this last week we got to take it to the Alpena High School and show a bunch of films in the auditorium for selected classes. So the teachers could sign up for this special sneak peek and come in, and what was really cool is it was not just science classes that came. There was an English literature class, American Lit, I think, that came, some 11th graders, and other like government classes, just to learn about all the different issues that a film festival like this really covers. I think we had like 7 films that the students got to see. And so that was really cool. And then Rogers City Theater, the 10th and 11th graders in Rogers City come to their beautiful historic theater there and got to see a bunch of films too. So those are free opportunities for the students, and I'd like to think that these students then are going back to their classes with their teachers and have some new and exciting discussion topics.
And Harrisville Library.
And Harrisville Library. So then we also added the On the Road Thunder Bay International Film Festival on the road events, and since the expansion in 2014, if you can believe that's almost 3 years now, where we expanded from 448 square miles up to the 4,300 square miles. When we did that, we embraced Alcona County to the south and then Presque Isle County to the north. And so the communities there, it's important for us to have a sanctuary presence there. And what better way to do it than to bring film festival movies?
Yes.
So Alcona County Library in Harrisville, and then on Wednesday, the 25th, we'll be at the Rogers City Theater again for an evening session. And those 2 programs are only $5 each.
Okay, so tell me about the dates and ticket prices.
Okay, so starting on Tuesday, we'll be at the Thunder Bay Winery.
Okay.
That's a free event, so no cover charge, but any wine purchased, whether it's glasses of wine or a bottle of wine even, the Friends of the Marine Sanctuary are going to get $1.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's a good start off, really. You can come watch movies. We'll have 2 big TVs set up, and you can watch movie trailers from all the films that are going to be shown throughout the week. So Thunder Bay Winery, Tuesday night, no cover charge. And then Wednesday we'll be in Rogers City for just $5.
Okay.
And then Thursday is when we hit it at the Heritage Center in downtown Alpena, where you can come for the evening reception.
For the icebreaker.
For the icebreaker. I'm excited for that. And that'll be $30. Okay. So the evening receptions are a little bit more expensive, but it's really an evening out. You do get the great hors d'oeuvres from local caterers. We have different caterers throughout the whole event, which I'm really excited to be involving different partners, different businesses. And so you get you'll get dinner, really excellent hors d'oeuvres, and then there'll be a cash bar there with local wines and local beers. Okay. And so that's $30 for the evening events. However, if you wanted to go to everything, or have a choice to go to everything, or just maybe most of the events, you could get a Thunder Pass. Okay. That's only $100, and that will get you into every single event, even
worth it.
Yeah, even those on the road events too. And you also get free popcorn throughout the whole festival if you get the Thunder Pass. So those evening events are the $30 charge, but the programs throughout the day on Saturday and all day Sunday are either $6 or free. Okay. The 2 free events are really unique, really special. We have the filmmakers panel on Saturday at 1, and just confirming filmmakers still coming in because they're very busy. They've got lots of things to do. But that's what it's so cool to see, that they are like, oh, we're really excited. We're so excited you're showing our film. We're going to try and make it to Alpena. And so we'll have, I think, about 4 to 6 filmmakers, and that panel is just a great way to interact with those filmmakers. And another side note I think that is pretty cool is that when these filmmakers find out, they're from all over the world, and they find out that their film has been selected to be shown here in Alpena in Northeast Michigan, they then spread the news about that to their networks. And so people, in Canada, in New Zealand, in Australia, in Ireland, just thinking of some of the filmmakers' locations, they're learning about Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Yes. They're learning about Northeast Michigan through this exposure, so that's really cool.
And to be able to have those filmmakers up close and personal, where I heard on the press release that, maybe fledgling movie makers, filmmakers, directors, producers, whatever, writers, what an opportunity for them to see. He can say, hey, don't do this. This is what I've done. This is what's worked for me. This is where I am. This is where I'm going. What an opportunity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why we actually have the student film competition screenings where we'll show them all right after the filmmakers panel. So that's another free event Saturday at 3. Okay. And you don't want to miss this. I have been lucky to see some of the student entrants, and I really can't believe it, and I'm not exaggerating. I just watched one this morning, and it's amazing what these kids can do. And there's not just the technology, you know, I mean, the technology is kind of overwhelming to me, and the kids have a good handle on it, but it's the storytelling, and it's the ideas behind it. And
that's Saturday the 28th.
Saturday the 28th at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, and that one's free.
That one's free.
Okay.
And last year we had 6 entrants for the student film competition. This year we have 14.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a good percentage increase. And then the other programs on Saturday and Sunday are just $6.
Okay.
And so it's, you know, I think it's pretty affordable. You can come. There'll be food available for sale. Of course, the store's open, so there's, you know, popcorn and candy and soda to buy. And those programs are going to be shown in both our main theater, and then we're going to be turning our classroom into another theater.
Perfect.
And that way we can show. That's why we're able to fit in all those 60 films. So.
Okay, where do we get our tickets?
Get your tickets at thunderbayfriends.org.
Okay.
And you can buy right online. You can also call the Sanctuary store at 989-356-8805. You could buy your tickets over the phone. You can ask about the different films. You can even download the program, and it's a big souvenir program, I'm calling it this year, because lots of information in it. And it describes each and every film. So you can go to thunderbayfriends.org, download the program, and just pick and choose which films you'd like to see.
Okay, we're out of time. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm president of Alpena Community College, and welcome this morning. The inclement weather this week has wreaked havoc on our film schedule, and so I would like to walk through, take some time to walk through some college information that I think would be pertinent, useful. It's interesting to me. Hopefully it will be interesting to you as well. So let's get started. Enrollment is a huge issue for us, and this fall, our fall semester started on Monday this week, so we are up about a little less than 1% in credit hours and a little more than 1% in head count. And this is a good thing. It's second semester in a row that we've been up in both metrics. And it's fairly rare among Michigan community colleges, unfortunately. Enrollment is extremely challenging at every one of the 28 institutions in this state. For example, at some of the larger downstate community colleges, such as Oakland Community College, which has has about 10 times our size, is down almost 11% in credit hours and 10% in head count. That means that they shed as many students and as many instructional hours, billable hours, as we generate in an entire semester. A big loss for them. Lansing Community College also down substantially, 12% in credit hours, more than 13% in head count. Again, they have 12,000 students, so 13% of that number is a large number of students. Why is that? Why is enrollment a challenge? There's two main factors. One is there's historically an inverse relationship between enrollment and the economy. When the economy is poor, people, if they can find a funding stream, will come back to school. If the economy improves and their jobs are available, they will oftentimes take those jobs and forego schooling. That's a big factor. Clearly the economy in Michigan and in Alpena is improving in terms of unemployment specifically. We saw Governor Snyder's speech last night, and he referenced Alpena County as one of 4 counties that have seen their unemployment rate cut in half in the last 5 years. This is a tremendously good thing, a good metric. So for us to point out that may have a strain on our enrollment, we can deal with that. The other piece is slightly more complicated and difficult to deal with, and that is demographics. It's clear that over the past 30 years, in every school that we work with, every K-12, there's a smaller number of students in every graduating class. So as an Alcona grad in '77, 40 years ago now, we had 110 kids or 105 graduate. In Alcona now there's between right around 65 or slightly less. Same issue at Alpena, Rogers City, Oscoda. Major factor in its swimming upstream for sure, regionally, where there's for us to stay even in enrollment, we would have to get a higher proportion of a smaller pool of students every year. So to stay even represents a significant win. There are two other areas of revenue that funds the college. And they're significant, and it's interesting, I think, to know a little bit more about them. Tuition and fees, what we just talked about, enrollment, that's about 37% of our operating budget. Our budget is about $14.2 million per year. State appropriations is 44%. So what the state does and the fiscal health of the state and what dollars come into its coffers is a very, very significant piece of the puzzle for us. So this week there was some discussion on the state level about trying to get rid of the state income tax. Not clear where that's going to go. There's philosophically, I think there's folks that think that would be good to cut taxes, put more money in people's pockets, potentially drive job growth. Clearly, it would blow a huge hole in the state's budget. About a third of its dollars would be gone if that were enacted. And that, of course, would be a huge hit to the community college as well. And about 18% of our budget comes from property taxes. This would be Alpena County and 3 townships in southern Presque Isle County. So the property owners know in our community that it's 2.5 mills that are levied on taxable property, and that represents about $2.5 million per year for us, a very, very important piece of the puzzle. So in terms of property taxes and millage, as most people refer it to, we go to the voters every 5 or 10 years. It historically had been every 5 years. Last time we went for 10 years and passed pretty comfortably. So that 10-year cycle is up in 2018. So we will absolutely be going to the voters next year. And this is an opportunity and a mandate, a good mandate for the college and college staff, college administrators, trustees, people who care about the college, to make the case that the college is doing a good job, that is responsive to the community, and that the dollars that the community uses to support the college are well spent. So I would like to thank you for listening to Alpena Community College Business Operations 101. Hopefully the weather will cooperate next week and we can get back on schedule. But as always, feel free to call or email. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.